Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So basically, this is the second video of the day. It's gonna be Chelsea versus Arsenal semi-final, and this is the post-match reaction of the Carabao Cup first leg. So let's get on with it very quickly. So if I talk about the first half of the game, let's talk about the lineups. Let's start with Arsenal. Arsenal had a very first team kind of a lineup because they had played almost all the first team, almost all their first team players except for the goalkeeper. So Kepa retained his place after that after the FA Cup performance. Defense lineup was again Jurriën Timber, Gabriel Saliba in the centre back. Left back was Lewis Kelly, and then the midfield was completely Martin Zubimendi, Rice, and then Odegaard, and then the attacking front was Victor Gyökeres, Bukayo Saka, and I think it was Leandro Trossard as the left wing or Martinelli, I'm not sure, but one of them. Now Chelsea lineup: Robert Sanchez in goalkeeping, striker was Joao Pedro, midfield was Enzo Fernandez. The wingers were Pedro Neto and one more player. Sorry, Mark Gui was the striker and Joao Pedro left wing. The midfield was Enzo Fernandez and then Chalobah, and the defense was Benoit Badiashile, Teremi Achimpong and Marc Cucurella. So that is how Chelsea played in there. That was Chelsea's, squad. Now just give me a few minutes. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so as I was saying, basically, Chelsea, that was the Chelsea lineup. Now, if I come to the actual game, so the results were Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. Both the Chelsea goals came from Alejandro Garnacho. He was a substitute and he came on in the second half. And for Arsenal, it was Victor Gyökeres, tap and goal. Martin Zubimendi dribbling past two defenders and left-footed shot. And the third goal was from Ben White, a corner, which again very lot of controversy in that. I will get into it in a minute. Let's start with the first goal actually from Arsenal. Again, controversial goal, as I said. Exactly, almost similar thing happened in that Man City Newcastle game. That time it was given offside, but in this match it was given as an onside goal. So I don't know what's happening with that. But Ben White was given as a goal. It was clearly offside. I don't know what is referees doing, but absolutely that's a wrong decision. It was given as a goal, unfortunately. So Arsenal need 1-0. The second goal comes from another counter-attack, or counter-attack, however you want to say it. And Victor Gyökeres is there in the box. It just deflects off a Chelsea defender, and he simply has to just tap it into the goal. And Victor Gyökeres gets his goal after a long kind of a run of 7 or 8 games, of not scoring in any of the competition for Arsenal Football Club. So that's a goal for Victor Gyökeres. And then if I talk about the third goal came from Martin Zubimendi. Again, I think it was a good overall build-up from Arsenal. Again, Martin Zubimendi let Odegaard pass through Zubimendi. Zubimendi, dribbles past one defender, again the second defender, and then he shoots with the left foot. It's a good finish from him. Not the great goal, but still a good finish. Chelsea goals, as I said, Alejandro Garnacho got both of them. He came on as a substitute. Liam Rezenoir brought him on in the second half, and brilliant goals. The first goal again is from a Chelsea corner. The ball deflects off Arsenal defender, and then Alejandro Garnacho simply is open. He's in open free space, and he just shoots with his right foot a beautiful goal from him. First time goal. It was a grounded shot. The second goal was actually a kind of a volley, kind of, not really, but yeah. Again, it comes from a corner, deflects off a Chelsea player, tries to get to it, but it deflects off again an Arsenal player. Again, Garnacho is open, and yeah, good again, right-footed. He kind of does like an acrobatic kick, and then it's a good finish from him. So yeah, those are the only goals from Chelsea. Chelsea were a little lacking again in the defense. Again, defense was leaking. Again, if you don't have the main players, Levi Colwill, Reece James, all these guys are. Levi Colwill is injured. Marc Cucurella just came back from injury, so I don't think anyone expected a very great performance from him. And then the other secondary team B defenders, Ben White, Badiashile, Teremi, Achimpong, and I think one more player. Meanwhile, Levi Colwill, Wesley Fofana, and two others are injured. Reece James was there as a substitute, I think. But yeah, I thought he was injured, maybe something like that. I'm not sure. Sorry. But yeah. Again, Chelsea defense leaking again. We have again seen it time and time again this time around. We have seen against the Bournemouth game, Chelsea 2, Bournemouth 2. We saw against the Man City game. Surprisingly, that defense was good. I don't know how Chelsea played that game very well, but messed up the other ones. But yeah, again, Chelsea defense is very unpredictable. Overall, the team is very unpredictable. You cannot say when the team is doing good or when the team is doing bad or okay or worse or whatever. So yeah, absolutely unpredictable team. At least now I can say Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, and somehow Man United are kind of predictable teams. Kind of meaning only for Man United. But the most predictable teams I think are right now Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City. I think Liverpool have fought back very well, and yeah, they've come back stronger, and yeah, they're on to the title race now. If they can somehow catch up to Villa and City, then it's, I think, game over for Arsenal. So yeah, Arsenal better watch out for them along with Villa and Man City. So yeah, let's see what happens. Overall, a good entertaining game at the Stamford Bridge, Chelsea's home stadium. A good first leg, something Chelsea fans will need to think about how to get back, how to fight back in the second leg. But yeah, second leg is all to play for, not only for Chelsea versus Arsenal versus Chelsea, that too at the Emirates Stadium in North London, but also for the other second round fixture, Man City versus Newcastle at the Etihad Stadium on the 4th of February. So let's see how that goes. Overall, a very entertaining game, as I said. Yeah, both sides had their own troubles, good moments, ugly moments. But yeah, let's see what happens now in second leg for both these teams, Chelsea, Arsenal, and obviously I'll be following the Man City vs Newcastle game as well. And yeah, let's see what happens. Hoping Man City gets through it now. Man City has a 2-0 lead, while Arsenal has a 3-2 lead. So let's see what happens.